Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to understand why do we get cravings. Almost all of us must have experienced cravings at some point or the other. Now why do we get cravings? What exactly causes food cravings and what is the science behind it? In today's video we shall understand the biological, psychological and environmental factors which can lead to cravings. First, let us understand how cravings are created in the body itself. So many times we crave for chocolates, ice creams and sweets and wonder why does this happen. Cravings are influenced by body's hormonal and neurotransmitter systems. Hormones such as insulin, leptin, ghrelin are very important to regulate hunger and satiety inside our body. If these hormones are working normally, they signal our brain and tell us when we are hungry, when we are full, but they can also trigger cravings if they are in imbalance. Now the hormone leptin's function is to give you satiety. Low levels of leptin can increase hunger and cravings. The second hormone, ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone, it signals your brain and tells it when it is the time to eat. Now if your ghrelin levels go up, this leads to a craving for energy dense foods. The third hormone, insulin, regulates your blood sugar levels. Now if there are fluctuations in insulin, it leads to feelings of hunger, especially for foods which are rich in carbohydrates that provide quick energy. Now besides these three hormones, did you know the neurotransmitters dopamine and serotonin also cause cravings? Now dopamine and serotonin are the feel-good hormones. They regulate your mood and any imbalance in these two neurotransmitters leads to cravings. Now dopamine is the reward neurotransmitter. So whenever we eat pleasurable foods like chocolates, ice creams, this leads to an increase in our dopamine levels. So when your dopamine levels increase, it makes you feel good. So the next time whenever you feel low, you crave for mostly chocolates or ice creams. That's why foods which are high in sugar, salt and fat, they suddenly increase your dopamine levels. So whenever we are feeling stressed out or we are feeling low on energy, you may have a desire, you may feel a desire to eat such type of food. Now the other neurotransmitter, serotonin, which is also known as the happy hormone, it is involved just like dopamine in regulating your moods and also feelings of well-being. Now low levels of serotonin inside your body leads to a craving for carbohydrates. Now this is because when you consume carbohydrates, it increases the levels of serotonin. Now these were the biological factors. How hormones actually lead to cravings. Now we will understand the psychological factors that lead to an increase in emotional and stress driven cravings. Now, many cravings are also associated with emotions, the way we feel and also our mental states. This is known as emotional eating. One of the primary reasons is stress. Now whenever we are stressed out, there is an increase in the hormone cortisol in our body. Now cortisol not only increases the appetite, but it also signals the brain to reach out to foods which give you quick energy. This is called as stress eating. Now feelings and emotions also lead to cravings. So feelings like boredom, sadness and even happiness leads to cravings for certain foods. Food becomes a source of comfort or distraction during challenging emotional states. Now these were some of the psychological factors that induce cravings. But there is also something called as conditioned responses. Now what this means is that over a period of time, the brain starts associating certain food with certain emotions or activities. Like for example, when you go to a theater to watch a movie, you will generally go out for the popcorn. Now you have associated movie to eating of popcorn. Now that is the reason you may crave for popcorn whenever you go to the theater. Now here your body has learned those cravings. This is a learned behavior over a period of time. Now we have understood the biological and the psychological factors. Did you know that cravings are also a signal for missing nutrients, nutrient deficiencies? This may not always be the case, but certain cravings are a result of nutritional imbalances. For example, a common craving for chocolates could be a sign of magnesium deficiency. Now chocolate, especially dark chocolate, contains magnesium which helps in muscle relaxation and function. So whenever the magnesium levels are low, the body may signal a craving for a magnesium rich food. Another example is craving for salty foods. Now if you feel like having chips, one of the reasons could be an electrolyte imbalance. You may be having low sodium levels. Sodium is essential for fluid balance. So if you are dehydrated, you are not having sufficient water or you are sweating a lot, your body may signal for salt. Also if you feel a craving for sweet foods, This could mean that you have low blood sugar or you had insufficient carbohydrates. Sugar craving, like for example, if you are craving for some sweets, could be an indication of low blood sugar levels. What happens is that when you eat a sweet, you get a quick energy boost, and that is the reason your body is signaling you. So as we have seen that cravings can be triggered due to biological, psychological or even environmental factors. Now cravings are a natural part of life. You will be experiencing them. Now it is impossible to completely eliminate cravings, but we can always manage them effectively. So eat regular balanced meals, stay hydrated, eat mindfully, pay attention to your hunger and fullness cues. Allow flexibility in your diet. Instead of restricting completely on certain foods, see that you include them in a balanced way. If we understand the science behind cravings, this will help us to deal with them better. I hope today's video was helpful to you. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. So until the next video, take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.